Howdy everyone, it's Sam. Welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, I hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. Round 1 2024 recommences in the next 10 minutes or so. So hang out with me and hold the ball for the next 10 minutes, and then we're going to do our live commentary. I'm so excited to collaborate with you once again. Hold the ball. How have things been in your side of the woods, mate?
Yeah, look, everything's going okay. It's been a while since you and I last did our little commentary stuff together, so I'm actually really pumped, and I thank you for having me on board. And yeah, like you said, I'm excited and I'm obviously ready to watch this clash here tonight.
Yes, man. Now, before we go on any further, if you want to go and check out Hold the Ball's channel, the title of this stream, his name is a hyperlink. Hit that. Go and subscribe to Hold the Ball. He's coming very hard in 2024 because his Warriors, I reckon, are going to be grand finalists in 2024 just quietly. All right, so we're going to go into the team list news now with about 10 minutes to go. And I'll start things off HTB. So we'll bring it up here now. At fullback, the captain, Kalen Ponga. The wingers, Tuala and Mazu. Gagai and Best are the centres. Gamble and Hastings are the halves. Jacob Saifidi, Leo Thompson and Phoenix Crossland are in the front row. Tyson Frizzell, Dylan Lucas and Adam Elliott are the back row. Jack Cogger, Daniel Saifidi, Jack Hetherington, and English import making his NRL debut this evening, Mr. Kai Pearce-Paul in jersey 17. Jed Cartwright is in jersey number 18. Hold the ball. Take us through the Canberra Raiders team list.
No worries. So at fullback, there's John Rapana. In the wings there, you have Nick Kotric as well as Xavier Savage. And in the centres there, you have Matthew Timoko as well as Albert Hopwate. In the halves, you see the pairing of Ethan Strange as well as Jamal Fogarty, followed by the front rows, Josh Papali as well as Joseph Tarpane. And the hooker there is Danny Levi. In the second rows, you have Hudson Young as well as Zach Hosking. Speaking of English imports there, you've got Morgan Smithies as well. In interchange, we see Tom Starling, Omre Gula, Ata Mariota, Pasami Saulo, and reserved there 18, KO Weeks.
Hold the ball, man. Hold the ball. Talk to us about your thoughts about this contest tonight, bro.
Yep. Yeah, look, I really think this is going to be a very physical game. Again, obviously, riding the wave of momentum from 2023. I'm sure the Knights will be up with this one here. I did catch your tip as well regarding both these teams, and I agree with you. This almost seems like an ambush, but I'm going to stay true to the Knights here in saying that they'll expect a fierce clash. And I'm looking forward to KP getting out there and showing us what he's about and how it's done.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. My tip is going to remain as Newcastle, but boy, howdy, mate. I stick firm that the Canberra Raiders, they scare me, man. They've been ambushing everyone for a couple of years now, actually, and I don't know what they're going to produce here tonight with vengeance on their mind. If you think about their 2023 elimination final match, arguably the game of last season, mate. Just a quick question now. These are all questions without notice, obviously, HGP. Quick question on Las Vegas this past weekend. The two games that we saw, the atmosphere, me personally, it was a success. We have since learned that the TV ratings for Fox Sports 1 in America only garnered approximately 61,000, but it's at least a platform, a little bit lower than hoped. But at least it's a platform. Tell us about your thoughts about what you thought about Las Vegas this past weekend.
Yeah, look, in terms of trying to show the product to a new audience, I really think the NRL really hit all cylinders. I mean, the pressure, the dynamics, the drama, everything that we know Americans love, I think it was right there encapsulated in those two games there. But in saying that too as well, Wobman Joy, you spoke of the crowd and stuff in the atmosphere, and I agree. I think it was a success, but on top of that as well, you mentioned the ratings there, the viewers overall. Again, a bit of growing pains, but that's what's happened. That's to be expected. I really think that heading into the next year, I'm sure we've got a lot there to learn, but overall, loved it, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's in store for the future.
hold the ball. If the Warriors came out and said we're off to Las Vegas in 2025, would you buy your airfare the next day?
Look, long story short, I'll have to be doing a lot of savings there, but yeah, I reckon I might. I reckon that could entice me to go, bro.
For sure, man. So just a couple more minutes to go until the actual coverage does begin. Looking into the team lists once again, man. I'm going to look at the Canberra Raiders here primarily. There are players missing, one of which was a kind of a late scratching. Elliot Whitehead succumbing to a calf injury 3 or 4 weeks. He will be out with. And that was only really announced as the team list were dropped on Tuesday. So that came out of nowhere as a bit of a surprise. Corey Horsburgh and Sebastian Chris are both serving suspensions. But in saying all that, man, whilst they may not be the actual starters or preferred starters, like say for example, Albert Hopewadi probably wouldn't be playing this game if Sebastian Chris wasn't suspended. For example, I still like Hopewadi. I think it's a blessing in disguise that they signed Zach Hosking. Elliot Whitehead gets injured, and Zach Hosking is your fair old friggin' replacement. And Morgan Smithies, well, he comes straight in for Corey Horsburgh. So while there may not be so much unison, a lot of connection and familiarity with each other, it's very much just a like for likeness replacements for the players that have either been suspended or injured for the Raiders. You have those 3 players come in. They still look like it's still like a full strength caliber side. Obviously missing the captain Elliot Whitehead, but what are your thoughts on the Canberra Raiders hold the ball? Because if I'm the Knights, mate, knowing the history between these two teams, when they turn it on, and they usually do, they play wild contests 8 times out of 10. If I'm the Knights hold the ball, I'm really scared, to be honest. I'm a bit worried about the Raiders tonight, mate.
Yeah, for sure. And just to sort of touch on what you were talking about too, with the 3 replacements. I mean, again, they're going to be players that are going to be ready to put their hands up and again show the coach that they're here to stay. Obviously, unfortunately, rugby league, we don't wish injuries, but the reality is it's always another man up. And again, like you touched on Smithies and Hosking, again, 2 good players, Hosking as well. But yeah, heading into this game here, we know that Canberra Raiders can be I think they can be a very grinding team if the game does force them to be a grinding, sort of a grinding game. And I reckon against the Knights, yeah, I don't know. It depends on who brings the physicality, but I have no doubt that the Raiders can match them there up the middle for sure. So again, with what you said, I definitely agree. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how those 3 replacements go as well, by the way.
Alrighty, so the camera has just hit the Newcastle Knights locker room, and the Raiders are just walking out now. And just pre-warn, my mum is sitting here with me. She's a Raiders supporter, so if you hear her scream if they win or score a try, that's what's up. But the Raiders boys, they're coming out now. Oh man, the footy's really back. Like, it was out there at Las Vegas. They're running out now. It was out at Las Vegas last weekend. This is the first game on Australian soil for 2024. We're back. Hold the ball. This is so cool.
I'm so amped and I'm so excited. I think I'm just as fired up as the players are, Will, Joe. Let's get to it.
Yeah, dude. Newcastle Knights are coming out now. It looks like there are very minimal seats left available in McDonald Jones Stadium, man. I'm not too sure. Now, also, just to pre-warn to everybody that hasn't seen this before, we watched this without the sound on because we don't want the copyright bots coming after us. So if there's any news, injuries, or anything else, we won't be able to know about it. So if you can let us know, that'd be very much appreciated out there watching us tonight. But it does look like that we're going to have a minute's silence here. So we'll probably shut our mouth for a bit as well, mate.
Thank you, nice fans and supporters. Please put your hands together.
Alrighty, really nicely well observed. Minute silence there. Alrighty, so it looks like that the Canberra Raiders are going to be kicking off. Hold the ball. Just a quick tip. Final thoughts before we get things underway.
Look, just final thoughts. Honestly, it's going to be a good physical game. In saying it, though, it's a home game. The Knights surely can't drop the ball here in round one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Knights.
Oh, man. Alrighty. Canberra Raiders running left to right of your screen. Newcastle Knights right to left. Referee time calls time on, and it's the first game of NRL on Australian soil for 2024. Tyson Gamble receives. Side feed, he accepts the challenge, and he meets the Canberra Raiders head on the far right edge of McDonald Jones Stadium. Here with the second hit up now, Newcastle Knights approaching the 20-metre line. Newcastle Knights appealing for a penalty, none forthcoming. That was Tuwala, I believe, that took the first hit at the second hit up. Here in with the third hit up, I believe that would be Mr. Adam Elliott, and in comes Mr. Leo Thompson up over the 40-metre line on the fourth tackle, midfield. Crossland waits. He passes right, infield. Saifidi with his second hit up of the set. They go over halfway just by a metre or two, and it's Tyson Gamble that puts up the first bomb.
Here we go. And there to receive that bomb is an up and there as he's looking to slice with a few metres there. But he stopped there just about dead in his tracks there. Right as there, the first setup here. And receiving the ball here is Hopwate. Hopwate runs up probably about 2 or 3 odd metres in exchange. And again, the Raiders slowly creeping up. And here we go. Xavier Savage again. I think a lot has been spoken about him this year, and I really do hope he has a really good year. And on their third tackle set here again, off to Hosking. And he's just going to card up forward. Sort of gets dragged a little bit there. Sideways, and our fourth tackle here, and with the ball in hand, is Tapine there, and he sucks in a few defenders. And just 10 minutes up from the halfway line, big kick there from Fogarty.
Well done, Kalen Ponga. He got his foot back into the dead ball zone, waiting for his Knights players to come back in. Taps the ball midfield and gives it to Tuwala. He makes about 5 metres before he's crunched there by young Ethan Strange, who impressed very much in the preseason challenge. And here is Mr. Tyson Frizzell with his first carry for 2024. 35 metres out from their own try line. The ball continues to go to the right edge through Kalen Ponga. He stops. He sidesteps off of his right foot. He's coming in field. He finds Greg Marzu, is it, that's come all the way in field? Is that Greg Marzu that came all the way in field? There you go. Crossland decides to go back out right. Tyson Gamble dummies to pass right, but he takes the hit up himself just on the third tackle. They are already 32, 33 metres away from the try line. Crossland continues to go left. Hastings out the back to Ponga. Ponga, best. Now out to Marzu. Marzu, 30 metres out. He makes about 10 metres there, 15 metres. Offloads back to Best. And the Raiders wrap him up. 4 of them to wrap up. Grab him Best. It's fourth tackle. They're 17 metres out. Hastings to the right. Elliott just pops it. Oh, a bit of a danger ball for Saifidi, but it's taken well by Saifidi. Crossland goes right. Gamble, Hastings, Gagai, bumps off Hopewadi, bumps off another Raider, and he's going to be stopped pretty much a centimetre away from the try line. They went 80 metres in the blink of an eye, hold the ball.
Gee whiz, I'll tell you what, the defense is just not there for the Raiders at the moment. What a run there from Gagai. Gee whiz. All right, here we go. And Hopwate there starts things off. And virtually on their try line here, the Raiders. Again, with the ball, Xavier Savage creeping up forward there, makes about 5 odd metres. No, it's dragged back a little bit. Sorry, from the Knights try zone. Here we go. And Levi here off to Timoko. And Timoko's first touch of the ball, and he gets about 7 odd metres in exchange there. And again, Levi here. Big Papali'i there with the ball in hand, gets tackled about 4 metres. And now they're about 20 odd metres out from the halfway line. And off hands there, off to Rapana. And again, to collect that there was Hudson Young, looking for a big year this year. And our fifth and last year, 38 metres gained, not much at all. Fogarty boots the ball downhill.
And Kalen Ponga takes it inside his own 10, offloads it to Tuwala. Tuwala carries it for approximately about 15, 20 meters before, again, it's Strange that takes him. Alrighty, here's Mr. Gagai now. He's only able to make about 5 or so meters, but they are midfield now. Gagai waiting to get up. Hastings wait. He passes left from centre field. It's a penalty because the Raiders were offside. That's a big let off. Knight starting on fire. Hold the ball.
Yeah, they are. They're exerting pressure, and the Raiders, again, just not making any inroads as well when they have the ball in hand. It's worrying signs, but I'm sure they can adjust it.
Fresh set of 6 now starts inside Canberra Raiders territory on the 40-metre line, and it is Mr. Dylan Lucas who has the hit up, approaching the 30-metre line now, just a little bit left of midfield. Crossland goes infield. Hastings, the ball finds no one, but Ponga's there to scoop things up. He breaks away from the first tackle, but he drops the ball, unfortunately. Sort of kind of looked like he was putting in a grubber, but it's Raiders' ball now.
There we go. Levi collects that one here. Now the Raiders have the ball. 0 tackle set with Hudson Young there leading the charge. Now about 5 meters out from the halfway line here, Raiders. Favorable position for the meantime. Fogarty acting dummy half off to Hopwate. Hopwate again is going to cart it over the halfway line here now. And again, the Raiders will do well to try and adjust and set up some sort of play. Hudson the ball off to the hands here of Tarpin straight here to Smithies as well. The English import here looking to show us what he's all about. Danny Levi here goes out right here with the ball. Off to off to Timoko. Timoko going to suck in a few defenders, runs in. And about 30 meters out from the try line here are the Raiders. 4th tackle set as well. Gotrich runs off, scoops the ball, opts to run instead. And he makes about 5 odd meters in that run there. 5th tackle here. Levi off to Fogarty. About 25 meters out. Here we go. Kick and chase.
Oh, whoa, there's a try. Oh. There's potentially a try for the Canberra Raiders. It was a high kick, and Ponga had to deal with the goalposts and whatnot. There's potentially a try incoming for Xavier Savage.
It looked very fast there, but yeah, look, I think replay he will show us. But yeah, I agree with you, Alden. I think it's a try as well. Oh, nah, knock on, eh?
I don't know why I'm not wearing me bloody glasses, mate.
Yeah. I think they're saying it's a knock on Raiders. Albert Hopwate knocks the ball there. As you can see, it just skims his forearm there, leading to that no try call.
Confirmed no try, man. The Raiders only need a sniff, and the Knights resume play from the 20-metre with Greg Marzu. He makes about 9 meters. It is 0 tackle midfield. Crossland goes right, finds Tuwala, makes about 5 meters. And Crossland continues the phase to go out right-hand side, and it's Dane Gagai with a nice 15-meter effort there. An attempted strip by Danny Levi, but unsuccessful. Crossland from the far right edge finds Elliott, then pops it off to Leo Thompson. Thompson is set upon, going to be stopped just short of the 40-meter line. They're inside Raiders territory once more, and it's Daniel Saifedi that makes a good 10-meter carry there. Just stopped on the 30-meter line. Now out to Hastings on the far left edge, and it's a flat pass to Dylan Lucas, and he's going to get just up over the 20-meter line. It's last tackle. Crossland passes right infield. Hastings put the kick up for Tyson Frizzell, looking for Frizzell, and it's been knocked on, and Xavier Savage has it. Hold the ball.
There we go. Savage there with the ball in hand. He gets tackled here. Good run as well. 0 tackles there for the Raiders. And Hopwate there with the ball and just going to cut up forward. A decent run as well. I think he bites off just about 10 odd meters in that carry there. First tackle set here. Up on an acting dummy half. Off to Gotrich. And Gotrich is going to cart the ball up there. About a good old modest 6 meters in the exchange there. And up on there. Acting dummy half. Straight off to Timoko. Timoko again. The legs pumping. And he just manages, just shies away from the halfway line here. 3rd tackle set now. Left there off to Levi, off to Babali. And again, Babali, as we all know, is going to suck in a few defenders there as the big boy. And again, a good, strong effort there from Josh Papali. Good effort, and at least a penalty as well there, Bob and Joe.
So it was Bradman Best that was lifting the leg, but I just thought he was, maybe he was already held, but I just thought he was just trying to get him down. I reckon that's a kind of a weird, harsh penalty, but just working the rust off for everybody. So it's a fresh set. Hold the ball, take it away.
That's it. And again, a tap here from Timoko. Again, about 22 meters away from the try line here. Again, speaking of the Raiders, all they need is a sniff, as Bob and Joe said. And here we go. Fogarty with the ball, going out inward here. Inward pass here off to Tuppen there. Inside ball, and he's going to card it up about 5 meters now. Deep Levi looking left off to Papali. Papali with the ball right into Ponga. And Saifiti there for his troubles. Third tackle set here, about 8 meters out. Tuppen with the ball in hand. Drops it, unfortunately. And the opportunity there goes begging for the Canberra Raiders.
It's all right. It's all right. Early season jitters, mate. Early season jitters. It's interesting, man. I don't think we see that penalty that Todd Smith blew in Las Vegas, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that was a really harsh penalty, bro. I just thought he was well entitled to try and put him on the ground. And, you know, it's kind of hard to hear the referee when there's 30,000 fans on top of you. But anyway, Raiders weren't good enough to capitalize on. And so that's about 2-1 errors now. And from the scrum, from the 10-meter line, midfield, the ball goes out right. And it's Mars, who I think it is, that's made his way to the right edge for a carry. Here's Dan Gagai with a carry now. Up over the 20-meter line on the far right edge. Newcastle Knights are running right to left of the television screen. And here's Daniel Saifiti with his 4th hit up, if I'm not mistaken, of the game. On the 30-meter line, midfield, Crossland, passes left, finds Elliott, goes out the back to Hastings, short ball, flat ball to Dylan Lucas, but it's Jamal Fogarty that wraps him up. Crossland darts out a dummy half. It's a 6 again now. Oh, but he knocks it on. Good, strong hit from Joe. No, it was Josh Papali'i there to force the error, hold the ball.
There we go. And Hudson there recovers, and he's tackled there again. Raiders here with a good ball here just outside the halfway line as Rapana tries to creep forward, and he does. The Raiders there just over the halfway line here. Xavier Savage goes out right to Albert Hopwate. Again, Hopwate with a few carries there. Solid carries as well, I might add. Raiders here looking sharp again. Big Smithies here with the ball, the Englishman. And he does well to break through one tackle there. But he's dragged back as well for his troubles. Levi looking around. Shows to Tuppen here. Tuppen here with the ball in hand. Plays it off to Fogarty. Fogarty also to Alpana. Here we go. There's a bit of an attacking line here. Kochinic with the ball. Side steps. Fans, and he's got a bit of a daybreak light here. Sorry. Light there in the end there. 4th tackle set here. Raiders on the front foot. Levi off to Hosking. Hosking opts to run forward, and he does. 5th tackle set here. About 5 minutes out here. Levi going out left. Off to Fogarty. Goes for a chip. What's going to happen? Knock back. Nope. Not to be.
Tyson Campbell plays the ball now, and Nari Tuwala now has the hit up. 2nd tackle now. Ponga passes left infield. Adam Elliott now shrugs off one, fends off another, and he just gets up over the 10-meter line, doing it tough here. Newcastle. Crossland continues to go out left, and it is Greg Marzu once again, if I'm not mistaken. He plays the ball. Great carry out of trouble from Greg Marzu that allows Crossland a good kick. Oh, but he's kicked it out on the full bugger.
Oh, high risk. Unfortunately, though, Waldman Jaw, no reward there for Crossland on that time.
Alrighty, so rugby league history, and the Newcastle Knight fans are singing at the travelling Canberra fans, 30 years, 30 years. Holy, ruthless, merciless from rugby league history. Crush, who is playing better? Who's playing better? Hold the ball as you take it away, mate.
Oh, look, I would have said Knights, but it seems like the momentum's just quickly slowly changing the Raiders. As speaking of Raiders, Papali with the ball here, and about 15 odd meters out here, the ball in hand. The Raiders, Danny Levi here looking right, looking left. He opts to go right here, Fogarty with the ball, and he goes out. No, he doesn't. He doesn't opt to pass, takes the tackle instead. 10 meters out here, the Raiders looking very good with the ball in hand so far. Levi off to Smithies. Wouldn't it be good to see the Englishman get a try here tonight? Going out here to Levi again. 10 meters out here, and up and a big cut out ball to Kotinic. Was it too rich a pass? No, it wasn't. He manages to grab it, but he's tackled there. And it's again as well, the offside play there by the Knights. And Timoko, wide out, cut out pass here to Fogarty. Fogarty off to Smithies again. The Englishman loves a little bit of contact there, Walbenjaw. And Levi with the ball. Goes up wide to Fogarty's shape. That is shaping up here with Tarpany with the ball in hand. That close to the try line. And he gets just borrowed in the Knights. Oh. Unfortunately there's not much you can do in that ugly situation there. It's just a whole heap of bodies.
I saw it.
You just got to play on, in my opinion.
Well, seeing the replay here. Oh, bugger. That's
far out.
That was an unavoidable crusher there from Leo Thompson on Joe Tarpany. Yeah. I don't think he'll go off for any sort of assessment, Tarpany. On report, Leo Thompson. I think that's just an unavoidable one, but a penalty, I'm happy to cop. Do you take the 2 points here, hold the ball, or do you maintain the rage?
Yeah. Take the 2, in my opinion.
Taking the 2, mate. Taking the 2. All righty.
I think Leo Thompson will probably get a fine.
I think so too, man. He should be, unless if he doesn't have any priors, he should be all right. But look, it looks like we're going to get first points here. And I've completely forgotten about the banner throughout the first 10 minutes or so. Hold the ball, man. Again, it looks like that the momentum swung. It was all Newcastle for the first 6 or so minutes. Momentum has swung the way of the Canberra Raiders.
Yeah, well, again, before the game sort of started, I was fairly confident, that I'm sure the Knights can. But anyway, the early exchanges, it's been a bit of back and forth. But like I said, the Raiders, they've turned it up a bit. And not only that, they've sort of, corrected or adjusted some of their bad running and stuff from earlier on. So it's good to see.
Ricky's ambush has begun with a 2-0 start, man. Ricky's ambush. Oh, man. All righty. Newcastle Knights, man. Just 1 too many. Yeah, I think the error rate must be 4-1 or 4-2. So, but look, that's opening round footy. That's to be expected. But it's shaping up as a thriller, but I must say inside the first 15 minutes, mate. You take it away.
Here we go. And Knights here kick things off. And to receive the ball here.
Oh my
wow.
goodness. They're shooting themselves in the foot, hold the ball.
Yeah, look. I want to say something really cliche here. It's a coach killer. That is a coach killer. You just can't be doing that. Again, off kickoff as well. Oh, we'll see what the Raiders do. And Fogarty there. Picks the ball, tries to chew off as much as he can. And you see Ethan Strange there. Strange, leading the pack. He's got a promising future, I reckon. Here we go. Strange there. Off to Papali again. Papali's been pretty good. He's had some good runs. And he's carrying on that momentum again with the ball in hand. I'll tell you what, the Raiders, the forwards, they're ready for it. Levi off to Tarpany. Tarpany with the ball. As you all know, he only knows one way. And they're straight up the guts there. The Raiders are about 22 odd meters away from the try line here. Levi with the ball off to up and steps inward. But he's collected there by the Knights. And a good tackle there. Third tackle set here. And he's, looks like there's a bit of a complaint here for a crusher, I'm assuming. The ref might look into this. No, play on. Then Levi plays the ball on 15 odd meters here. Fogarty with the ball. And again, big Smithies there with the ball. And he's just going to cut up forward there. And about 5 odd meters here, the Raiders. Can they do something here? Levi going out left this time here. Fogarty with the ball. Inside ball off to Hudson Young. Oh, just so close yet so far. Fifth tackle set here, about 2 meters out. Levi goes all the way back to Fogarty. Fogarty with a big kick here. Probably not the mustard that they needed. Bradman, best there.
Oh, leaps up. Best doing well. Raiders, man. Holy moly. Jackson Hastings waits a dummy half. Passes right infield to Mazu. Man, Mazu versus Papali'i. I just felt the earth shake just then. The Ponga passes right to Gagai. Gagai makes a really important 10-meter carry. A bit of a poor defensive play there by the Canberra Raiders. Not up quick enough. Crossland passes right to Frizzell. Frizzell spins out of a tackle and makes himself another few more meters. This is a good get out of jail set here for the Newcastle Knights. They're approaching halfway, about 5 meters short of it now through Adam Elliott. Crossland passes left, finds Ponga. Ponga just bangs it deep, hold the ball.
Here we go, up on a collects that bomb. Looked very heavy there, the way he collected it, and he just runs into the defenders there. And Raiders will be looking to, obviously, again, chew up some meters as the Raiders with the ball. Go up left there for the hands of Timoko. And again, Timoko with his elegant footwork, if you will, runs around, gets a few odd meters of that run there. So good on him. And about 20 odd meters from the halfway line as Xavier Savage gets absolutely savaged there by Saifiti there. Savage looking at the ref there saying it was a high tackle. Saifiti saying, no, it wasn't. What's happening? Hang on.
Oh,
We've seen the replay. Oh, yeah, there was a high shot to me.
Yeah. I think not the point of the shoulder, but just somewhere down here collects him.
No.
No? Play on.
Yeah. No. There we go. And Levi here off to Opwate. Gets tackled well there by Crossland. Fourth tackle set here for the Raiders. Tapine offloads it off to Big Papali. And Papali's going to just burrow his way through it. Offloads it again. Arapana the ball over the halfway line here. And again, Arapana gets about 10 odd meters in that carry. Fifth and last here for the Canberra Raiders, who have done very well considering. And our fifth and last here, big boot here by Jamal Fogarty and the Raiders chase.
Well done, Greg Mazu. Fends off from Matt Timoko and his tackle 15 meters out from his own try line. Hastings passes right to Batman Best, able to make 5 meters. Their midfield now are the Newcastle Knights. Ponga. Oh, penalty to the Newcastle Knights. That's a bugger. Newcastle Knights, I will update the banner, but they're shooting themselves in the foot. But that was a very impressive get out of jail set from them because the Raiders, they looked likely, man. They look really, really bloody likely. So the Newcastle Knights now, after 20 minutes, they're 2-0 down, but they have a fresh set of 6 starting on their own 40-meter line. And through Dylan Lucas, he approaches just short of the halfway line. Tackle 1 now. Knights running right to left. Leo Thompson gets up over the 40, gets up over the halfway line and approaches the 40. Hastings, Ponga goes out right, finds Gamble. Gagai now. They've made 20, 25 meters here on this play. Gagai's going to play the ball just short, a couple of meters short of the 20-meter line. On third tackle, the ball goes infield now. Gamble, Elliott, Crossland, Hastings, Best, no Ponga. And he fights off on Timoko, offloads it to Mazu. Good hands from Oh, no, it's been a bobble. That was aiming up really nicely there.
Again, Raiders, unfortunately, just the defense there and discipline letting him down, enabling the Knights to obviously cart it forward a bit. But I suppose, you mentioned a few get out of jail free cards, and I think both teams have given each other a few get out of jail free cards, to be fair. So what can the Raiders do? And hopefully this can equate to them getting some points. We'll have to see here. And the scrum here, 50 meters out from the Raiders try line. And a hop wide with the ball there, carts it up forward. About 30 meters out from the halfway line here. And I'm not too sure what happened there, but Savage tackled. Levi there with the ball off to Kotric. And again, Kotric as well, a well-known Raiders winner there. Going out here with Levi the ball. Fogarty, looked like there was a tackle that was closed. Shut well there by the Knights defense. And again, only managing about probably 20-odd meters in the exchange. They're all up. And again, the ball in hand here is Omre Gula and the big prop forward there. With the ball 5 minutes up from the halfway line. He opted to kick in the fifth and last. Jamal, the ball bombs away.
And Marzu's set upon, will play the ball 25 meters out. The story so far is that the Knights are making a hell of a lot more meters than the Canberra Raiders are. The Raiders are really sort of struggling to get out of their own field when there's no penalty forthcoming. Through the younger the brother Daniel Saifidi approaches halfway line. Gamble, Ponga, he was shaping to pass to Gagai, but he takes the tackle himself. They're only 30 meters away now. Fourth tackle on the far right edge. Pass infield left. Gamble. Adam Elliott, been a good link-up man tonight with a couple of hit-ups, and it's no different there. Last tackle now. Crossland passes left, finds Hastings. Hastings puts the bomb up for Lucas and Best, but it's Rapana that takes it.
And again, safe hands there through our veteran there, Rapana. And the Raiders there with the ball in hand. Gotrich trying to run it again. The Raiders trying to get off their own try line again. A bit of a scooping, darting run there from Hudson Young, something you don't see often. But I manages a few meters there. And again, the ball in hand is Albert Hopwate, who's been carrying the ball a few times, actually. Makes about 5 odd meters there. Fourth tackle set here with the Canberra Raiders and tapping of the ball. Tasks it up forward, makes about 10 meters. In saying that, though, 50 meters out from the halfway line here. Fifth tackle set, follow the ball, kicks it. But again, not much meters made there again.
That's a great... Oh, Ponga breaks the line. He took it on his own 20. Is he going to go... Oh, Newcastle Knights are going to go all the way. It was a great kick from Jamal Fogarty. They've gone 80 meters, and Tyson Gamble scores the first try for the Newcastle Knights. Kalen Ponga. Oh, but Todd Smith, he's taking it up to the video referee. It did look like, as a no try, it did look like there was a Raiders player that got taken out of play. There could be an escort, but Ponga, holy moly. Well, hold the ball.
Like a gazelle there, draw like a gazelle.
Levi, Danny Levi, I can't. You gotta leave that as a try. You have to give that as a try. What else can he do? No.
Yeah.
No, are you joking?
Oh.
Well played, Danny Levi.
Oh.
Are you joking? But Ponga took it on his own 15, broke through a couple of Raiders defenders. Danny Levi did it to Mario Martin from the 2017 grand final and played it up well, but Martin was luckless on that occasion. Danny Levi came up trumps for the friggin' Raiders. That should have been a try, bro.
Danny Levi had all eyes on Tyson Frizzell as soon as he saw Ponga make that break. That's all I'm going to say.
You can't say Raiders haven't got the rub of the green there. They usually say they don't.
And the Raiders here with the ball. Oh, is that a forearm there by Hudson Young? And they're just looking now that the ref sort of...
Sorry for the silence, everyone. We got no idea what's going on at the moment. Ponga passes. Rapana hits, but that's not what we're looking at. But Hudson Young wanted to make sure Ponga went down.
Shoulder to him.
Young was giving him a what's for as well when he was down on the grass. It should have just been a try.
Look, he deserves to be... He deserves to sit down for a rest, in my opinion. Go in the bin for 10.
Holy mackerel. Hudson Young has been sent to the sin bin for a forearm to Ponga after he passed the ball back on the inside to Tyson Gamble. What a wild couple of minutes we've just seen, man. That is one of the hotter moments so far to start round one, man. Holy moly.
Yeah, look, again, Ponga starting it off and again showing us his X factor. And yeah, not good there by Hudson Young. But yeah, anyway, Raiders have the ball. I don't know what he was thinking, seriously. Anyway, not on at all. And Hopwade goes for a tap and run. And the Raiders now are about 20-odd meters now from their try line here. As Fogarty receives the ball off to, again, a big running for Mariota here off the bench here. Ata Mariota, that is. Second tackle set here. Levi with the ball off to Tapine. Tapine decides to card up forward and makes about 10-odd meters with an offload as well. Levi with the ball looking around. And he gets tackled about 5 meters up from the try line here. Third tackle set here. The Raiders are sniffing around left here from it up and off to Fogarty. Fogarty, big ball here to Omri Gula, looking around. Where's his options? Sinks down there with the ship. And the fourth tackle set here with the Raiders. Left out here from Levi, off to Fogarty. And again, big barnstorming run here from Mariota. And the Knights here and the Raiders, fifth and last. What's going to happen? Levi off to Fogarty. Fogarty opts to go for a kick. Big bomb. Collected and scored by Zach Hosking.
Of course.
And there you go. The Raiders, wow, are on the board. I did not see that one there coming, Warmanjaw. Oh.
It's a 6-12 point turnaround in the space of 2 minutes. Hold the ball. Greg Marzu, man, going up competing with Zach Hosking. Wow, Elliot Whitehead goes down and Zach Hosking steps up. Another piece of freaking luck for the Canberra Raiders. I'm sorry if I've missed something before, but I thought that should have been a try to the Newcastle Knights. But yeah, when the Raiders get into red zone attack, hold the ball. What's your opinion, mate? When they get into red zone attack, they look dangerous every time they've been down there. Hold the ball. It's kind of a story of when the Raiders get down into the red zone, they look more dangerous. But when it's the Newcastle Knights trying to get out of jail, they can make a huge indentation onto the Canberra Raiders defensive line so far. There's polar opposites, but they're doing polar opposites to each other very well at the moment. Hold the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, and like you touched on as well, it just seems like the Raiders are more clinical whenever they're near the red zone. And again, well, the Knights, they haven't looked too flash in their red zone. So again, just a bit polished there. But again, mind you as well, the Raiders doing that with one man, obviously there in the sin bin. So yeah, look, it's unfortunate there for the Knights. But in saying that, again, congrats to the Canberra Raiders who polished it off. And again, Zach Hosking, the most unlikely of try scorers, if you will, coming there from the air, and he plants his way down there again. So we'll be looking to see how the Knights respond. But the Raiders, and tell you what, they're looking good so far, Walden Jaw. Looking very good.
And to that comment just before, Crush, I didn't say that this was going to be a blowout, mind you, if I might just say, but holy moly, the Raiders. Not surprised there's an ambush happening. Hold the ball.
Yeah, Omragula there with the ball carries it forward. But yeah, that's right, Robin Joy. You did say an ambush. There could be a potential, but it's not over yet. As Mariota there cuts the ball up forward here, and he's tackled down, pinned down there. Raiders here with the ball, and about 20-odd meters away from their halfway line here again. Try scorer there, Zach Hosking, former Penrith Panther as well, mind you. So he knows all about winning. So again, we see here a big, strong leg pumping run here from one of the fan favorites there, Matthew Timoko. And again, about 10 meters out from the halfway line, is that up and sucks in a few defenders, but gets tackled. Then a good tackle there by Crossland. Fifth tackle set here, Levi off to Fogarty, just before the halfway. Bang, big kick. Here we go.
Ponga takes it. Can he break the line? Can he break the line again? And Zach Hosking says, "Not this time, mate." Joe Tarpany, starting in jersey 10, he's played 28 straight minutes for the Canberra Raiders. Greg Marzu now, a bulldozing run, a really important run, and holy crap, Tarpany came in over the top, potentially high. The question's going to be asked, by Todd Smith. Man, Tarpany came in viciously on Marzu, but it's play on. Crossland passes right from midfield. And in jersey number 16, I believe that is Mr. Hetherington that's come on for the Newcastle Knights. Crossland waits, passes left. Hastings, it's Gamble out to Kalen Ponga, finding best now, but he's wrapped up there by Kotrick. Newcastle Knights, they're inside Canberra Raiders territory on the 40-metre line. Ponga passes right infield to Tyson Gamble, who puts on a flat pass to Daniel Saifedi. He plays the ball crossland, finds Hastings. He kicks from midfield. Tyson Frizzell is hunting this ball down, and it's just taken easily there by Kotrick.
No pressure there, unfortunately, for the Knights. There's Kotrick collects the ball. Getting out left there is Fogarty off to Timoko. And again, we spoke about Marju, but on the other end as well, respectively, you got Timoko there. So again, a case there of the big ball runners there up and are carrying up forward. Makes about 4 meters in the exchange, 5 meters. Third tackle set here, Raiders again. Through Albert Hopwate, he's going to try and dash his way through, and he's collected there for his effort. The fourth tackle set here again, and about 10 meters out here, we have the big locks here on Basami Solo, and again, there's a few defenders there. Does he just? Fifth tackle set here again, just over the halfway line here, and again, big bomb here from Fogarty. What's going to happen?
And Ponga takes it, and he's going to play the ball 15 meters out from his own try line. Here's Anari Tuwala, and he makes a good 6-meter rod carry or so. Basami Solo, man, good. He's had an impressive preseason challenge, and he could break out for the Canberra Raiders this season. Now the Newcastle Knights, they go over the 30-meter line with Dan Gagai, play the ball. Crossland, first receiver, Hastings, short ball to Dylan Lucas. He's looked okay. He's looked menacing a couple of times, but he's getting up winded. No, he actually clutched at a knee there, his left knee, unfortunately. Hoping it's not too serious. The referee has just paused play here. Alrighty, 10 minutes to go, man, as Dylan Lucas is looked at. Oh, a potential crusher from Emre Gula, but that's yeah, potential not crusher. Hip drop there. I'm sorry, hip drop tackle from Emre Gula. It's on report. It's on report. Fair enough. Seen worse, but yeah, definitely hip drop motion there. Hold the ball.
Yeah, agreed. Can't dispute that one there. And again, as Bob and Joe was saying, about 10 minutes, apologies to go. Oh.
All right, so
here we go.
This may be their best chance of the game. Well, this is their best chance of the games. Fresh set of 6 starting inside the 20-meter zone. Knights must hit back here. Daniel Saifedi with the first hit up. He'll play the ball on the 20-meter line, center field. And the ball goes out right to Tyson Frizzell. And he's going to go over from 15 meters out and score the Newcastle Knights' first try for 2024. Well done, Newcastle Knights. They had to hit back, and they did. And to be honest with you, it has been that left edge defensively for the Canberra Raiders that has looked least likely to withstand the Newcastle Knights attack just quietly. So it was Jack Cogger's first touch of the ball at dummy half. He found Gamble. Gamble just popped a short ball to Tyson Frizzell, who ran a nice line, and he was able to break the Canberra Raiders' defensive line, mate.
Again, there's Frizzell, or the good old spinneroo, if you will. Spins as well that one, and that tackle as well. And over the try line he goes. And again, you touched on Cogger there. We all know what impact he can bring on the field. And look what he did for the Penrith Panthers last season as well. But again, beautiful, sensational try there by Frizzell. But again, you mentioned that defense there from the Raiders on the left edge. A lot of questions there being asked, I think. But again, good try there for the Knights. And we'll just see what the Raiders sort of do. But yeah, I liked exactly what I saw there. Bearing in mind the Canberra Raiders still haven't played out in the Swindon there.
That is true. No, that is very much true. I believe Hudson Young is maybe 3 minutes away from returning to action, less than probably. We're just waiting for Mr. Ponga to take the shot. A conversion is about 10, 15 meters to the right of the goalposts. He shoots. and he scores. It's 8 points to 6 with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. And there's been errors. They've shot themselves in the foot, both these teams, but it has been exciting. It took about 15, 20 minutes, but there's been a flashpoint in this first half to talk about at halftime, big time. And thank you very much to everyone that's come in and tuned in. It really does help the channel a lot. And just in the title, you see Hold the Ball's name. That's a hyperlink. Please click that and go to his YouTube channel and check out his content. Massive Warriors supporter, as you can see in the background. Alrighty. We're going to see kickoff temporarily in just a couple of seconds.
Yes, how do the Raiders respond defensively? That's what I'm sort of looking forward to. So here we go.
Oh, and there's been an absolute Lance Thompson, Nathan Brown moment with Tyson Gamble. I nearly said Jack Cogger with Tyson Gamble and Daniel Saifidi. It looked like it was going to go over the dead ball line for a split second there. Oh, strike me freaking pink. That's an infamous moment in the history of the Newcastle Knights, man. Oh dear.
Yeah, well, look, if they sort of follow through with that Ponga kick out in the here we go, straight onto it, collected there by Xavier. Oh, hang on, it's all happened too fast there, Bob and Joe. Apologies.
Well, it was a weird
like,
goal line dropout.
Savage dropped the ball there.
It was a weird goal line dropout, man. It didn't go. It went 20 meters. Savage did take it, but through Gagai. Whether he punched it out or not, we'll see in a second. He did a very good job, Gagai. That's a bit of luck there for the Newcastle Knights. Play on. Greg Marzu now with a short carry. That was a quick moving defensive line there from the Canberra Raiders. Had to be. Cogger, infield to the right. Crossland, Gamble, Tyson Frizzell, bumps over Ethan Strange. And Frizzell plays the ball now. And a dart out of dummy half from Jack Cogger. And he's going to play the ball 5 short of the halfway line. Crossland now, passes left. Hastings, short pass to Dylan Lucas, but he's tackled well there by Jamal Fogarty, I think it is. Hudson Young now only seconds away from coming back onto the paddock. It's 4th tackle. Crossland, Gamble, bat on from Ponga. Don't let Xavier Savage get it. And there's a bit of vengeance maybe for Xavier Savage, who forces the error from the Newcastle Knights. Is there going to be a challenge here? There's going to be a challenge. Ponga's going to challenge, but maybe a little bit of vengeance here from Xavier Savage. Hold the ball.
Yeah, look, it looks like they're sort of wrestling whether it was touched by Savage, but I don't think it was actually, and I don't think he tackled him without the ball either. I mean, you could argue that, but I don't think that's the case. And the Raiders will prepare themselves. What a hectic last sort of 5 minutes there, Bob and Joe. A bit of this, a bit of that. As Mariota there carries the ball. And we see here Levi here, about 5 meters out from the halfway line here. Off to Omri Gula, puts on a big, beautiful step there, but he's tackled anyway. Second tackle set here. And Levi off to Strange. Strange carts his way, tries to go for a little bit of a shimmy, but he's met well there. We see Smithies there. He looks like a brute force, doesn't he, there, Bob and Joel? Danny Levi carting it up forward. And again, busting his way through here and about 30 meters out from the try line here. The Canberra Raiders through Gula off to Fogarty. Fogarty inside ball off to Mariota. Mariota fending, bumping, running. And he gets tackled here. 3 men collecting there from the Canberra Raiders. 5th tackle now. Danny Levi with the ball. 50 meters out here. Fogarty goes in for a reverse kick. What's gonna happen? Oh, that looks a bit. Oh, Solos claim the try. Or somebody Solos can claim the try. It looks like a try. We'll have to wait and see there. But again, the effort there from the Canberra Raiders. Whoa. Well and draw. Wow.
Oh man, I don't
play on so
know.
What I can see on the replay. Oh. I think it misses it up on a clean. I think it goes straight through him. Doesn't even touch him. Oh, again, Fogarty there with the big boot there from Fogarty as well. Oh, no try apparently.
Alrighty, so he did touch it. Far out, man. Well, points are going to be coming from kicks tonight for the Canberra Raiders, man. Dane Gagai now. 5 meter carry. First tackle. Cogger waits at dummy half. Passes right. He's brought in an injection of speed and energy, man, hasn't he? And second tackle now. They're on the far right edge. Passes left to Daniel Saifidi. He cuts the ball up to the 30 meter line. Plays the ball. Cogger left to Crossland, who remains out on the paddock I guess it's because Adam Elliott is off. And so Adam Elliott was good as a link-up, man. So Crossland's sort of floating around as a floating lock sort of thing. Gamble now, cut out pass to Anari Tuwala from the halfway line. 10 meters, 20 meters he's made, 30 meters he's made. That's a great cut out pass from Gamble. And great break from Tuwala. Last tackle, Hastings on the far right edge. Crossfield kick for Dylan Lucas. He leaps, but it's going to be a knock-on surely. He has touched the ball. Bradman Best is going to claim the try, but it's going to go up to the bunker. We think, we're going to go.
It looked like a try to me, Wobbendraw.
I mean, there is the question that it could have gone backwards off of Dylan Lucas, but he certainly gets a piece of it. Or did he?
Oh.
Oh, I don't think he's touched it, mate. I think it's come off the back of his noggin.
Yeah, that's right. And it appears like Timok is sort of shooting the ball from him as well. So it doesn't help the Canberra Raiders at all.
So if it's all backwards.
Yeah.
So if it's all backwards and they're going to the put down now, no. So maybe he got a flick of it on his fingertips.
I give up. That looks like a try to me. But our Raiders let off the hook there. And again, we see here Smithies. And he was just hunting to get back into the game here. And here he is with about 3:10 remaining on the clock here in the first half. And with the ball here, big run. And he gets tackled there. First tackle set there. There was Hopwat there. And again, about here we go. Hosking pumping the legs 10 meters over. And again, over the halfway line here for Smithies. Big inside ball here off to Mariota. Mariota looking around, passes it off to Timoko. Timoko darts his way, manages to step through one nice defender, and he's still carrying the ball there. Jeez, he's a handful. I'll tell you what. Second tackle set here. Elbows are flying, shoulders are flying, and up and over the ball and hand scoops out of dummy half as well. There's a Kiwi, the former Kiwi international. Second tackle set here. 10 meters out. Levi with the ball and off to Smithies. Smithies off to Fogarty. A bit of a wayward pass, but well done there by Fogarty to collect it as the Raiders are again looking at the try line there, about 5 meters out. Levi goes left off to Smithies. Smithies to Strange. Pressure put on him by Gagai.
Oh, I thought they took their advantage. I've got to say, hold the ball, man. I don't think Todd Smith is having the greatest of refereeing games, unfortunately, tonight, bro. It was a knock-on there on the 10-meter line. Jack Cogger offloads it, and Frizzell made his 10 meters, I'm sure. I'm sure Tyson Frizzell made 10 meters, and then he knocked the ball on, and then the Raiders recaptured it. but it's going to be a scrum 20 meters out here. I thought maybe that should have been play on for the Raiders. I thought 10 meters was made, an advantage taken. Play on, and it's, again, Dylan Lucas has been nice, man. He's been nice in this first half. Plays the ball 5 minutes short of the 40-meter line. Right, infield, Hastings, Ponga, Gamble, and Dane Gagai beats the man and makes approximately 10 meters, but he's wrapped up there by Strange. Tuala passes left infield. Gamble, Cogger, Hetherington, and he's just going to bump it up. It's fourth tackle. There's less than 50 seconds to go here. And Cogger passes right. Gamble, Shamozzle there from the Newcastle Knights. It's an error. Well, the Raiders packed the scrum before halftime.
Yeah, it looked like Albert Hopwate applied some pressure there on Kalen Ponga, perhaps. But yeah, it was looking good, but unfortunately, just not the polish there in the end there for the Newcastle Knights. But Raiders here with the ball, with about 20 odd seconds to go. Are they going to give us some magic here to kick things off over here on these sides of the shore? We'll have to wait and see. Looks like they're not. 11 seconds to go. Anything can happen. Ethan Strange feeds it in. Clock counting down. And here we go. Up and over the ball. Just about spills it as well. Now he's going to cart it forward. Bit of a decent effort. 1 second to go. Levi goes for a wayward kick. Dan Gagai, here we go. The chase is on.
All righty. 8 points to 6 at halftime, man. Entertaining, but error-riddled game of footy. But it was an exciting first half of footy, mate. All righty. Wow. Let us shake off the cobwebs here for a second, because there's a lot to take in. Newcastle Knights were fantastic in getting out of their own end. When they got into their red zone, they looked less likely to score than the Canberra Raiders did. When the Raiders had their opportunities in the red zone, they looked more scything an attack. But heaven help them if they were trying to get out of their own end, because the Newcastle Knights' defensive line speed has been really good to keep them only making 30, maybe 40 meters, where I think maybe on average, Knights are making 60 meters. They're definitely the better in the running department are the Newcastle Knights inside that first half. But the first team to eliminate to eliminate errors from that game, from their game, obviously will go a long way. But hold the ball, man. What's your summary to that first half, mate?
Yeah, look, if I can, I'll probably sort of steal a term you used earlier on there, Bob and Joel. But you talk about, the first round jitters. I think, both teams, again, it's one of those things that feeling up processes, we all know that they've sort of been shown it. But yeah, look, it's a physical game. I think both teams want to definitely try and exert dominance in one way or another. As it touched on, I think the polish is definitely there for the Raiders near their try line, but unfortunately for the Knights, just not quite there. But discipline has definitely been a major factor. However, I would also say that maybe even in the forward packs as well, it's been pretty physical, I think, early from both these teams. It's still a very close game too. So both these teams, they won it. But yeah, I think for mine, it's physical, it's good. But yeah, honestly, just whoever's going to be the most disciplined team that I think will take it off. But yeah, still anyone's game.
I haven't heard Ethan Strange's name too many times, or I don't think he's been able to quite get into the game as much as what maybe he would like, to be honest. Jamal Fogarty has been sensational for the Canberra Raiders. I think he's had a super, super solid game, especially considering that he didn't play any of the trials at all. So I think Fogarty's been really good for the Raiders. So I would suggest that I'd like to see Ethan Strange get into the game way more in the second half. The fullback, Jordan Rapana, had a couple of moments there, but nothing standout. It's not. I don't think he's been out of the game, but I don't think he's had as much impact. A couple of good carries here and there. But by and large, mate, Joe Tarpany, Josh Papali'i, and to a degree, Morgan Smithies has been the best on field for the Canberra Raiders, man. You mentioned it midway through that first half. You were the first man to pick it. Josh Papali'i and Joe Tarpany were absolutely massive for Canberra.
Yeah, for sure. And again, they just appear to be the anchors so far anyway for the team. I will say, though, I'm just very pleased to see how Smithies has been playing, really. He's been physical. He's been dominant. He's been there in the tackles as well. He's definitely putting up his hand there, but I'm just liking the overall effort, if you will, of what he's been producing. Obviously, amongst the mix there of Tarpany, Papali, right? But yeah, it's good to see their welcome draw.
Yeah, and the interchange bench came on and complemented their work at the same time. Hold the ball. Pasami Solo, it's hard to miss him because of how big he is and that beautiful bloody hair. I wish I knew all friggin' about it, but Pasami Solo, man, is a real bloody tree, man. He's an oak tree of a player. Emre Gula, Adam Mariota, they came on and really complemented the work of the Canberra Raiders forward pack. I think they were super for them, mate. But yeah, I just think that backline for the Canberra Raiders, Timoko has a couple of nice touches here or there, but I think that left edge, attacking-wise and defensively, probably has been that weak spot for the Canberra Raiders. With all due respect, Ethan Strange, it is only his second game of first grade, so he has been somewhat targeted. He's made a couple of good hits, though. He's made a couple of good tackles here and there, but he has been targeted. I'd like to see Hopper Whitey maybe try to get into the game a little bit more insight in that second half. Shifting focus now into the Newcastle Knights. Greg Marzhew of the center wingers, I'd say that Greg Marzhew and Dane Gagai were probably the best. It's just a shame that they're on either side of the paddock. Dane Gagai turned into his origin self about maybe 20 minutes into that game, man. It just felt like at that flashpoint, and we'll get to the flashpoint in just a moment with that no try to Newcastle. But Dane Gagai, he's been super potent in that first half, man.
Yeah, he has. And if you don't sort of mind, I might even just read some of the stats there just quickly.
Yeah,
116 carry meters so far, 45 post-contact meters, 2 tackle breaks, 13 tackles, only 1 miss, and on top of that as well, just that leadership is shown. But yeah, that's right. The quality that's being produced by Gagai has, it's so good to see. He's someone that I think a lot of us do like. He's a bit of a fan favorite. Doesn't matter what team he plays for. I think a lot of us do just support him generally. So it's been good to see him play well. And as you mentioned before, just leading up from the front as well, and in for a big second half from him, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely, man. No, I do. There was a period there earlier on in his career where there was the meme about origin form and then non-origin form and the flick of the switch sort of thing. But no, he's like everybody did. It took him 10 minutes to hit the ground running. But Kalen Ponga, man, he started the year very, very well. Obviously, he had that moment that we'll touch on shortly. But what have you made of Kalen Ponga's game in the first half? He's been good. He's definitely had 2 moments where he's shown that Dally M form. But I just think he's been solid in that first half.
Yeah, look, if you're a Knights fan, I don't think you should be complaining. I mean, he's delivered and then some. And obviously we'll get to that point in which you're talking about. But I think overall he's been quite good with the ball in hand defensively as well. I don't think there's been any problems. It's a Ponga game where obviously again, much like everyone else there on the field, he's feeling out the process there, but I think he's just ready to take it up a gear. But no complaints there, man. He's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see that how Jack Cogger would be used in this game. And he came on at about the 30-minute mark, and Jack Cogger filled in at dummy half, but Phoenix Crossland didn't go off. Adam Elliott did, and Phoenix Crossland was playing as that floating lock, and so he complemented Adam Elliott's game as well, because Adam Elliott, he had a pretty good first stint, it must be said, which is great to see. He could be an Origin player one of these days, Adam Elliott, when his form is on point. I thought he was on point in his first stint, linking up with Ponga, Gamble, and Hastings. And just on Gamble and Hastings as well, besides Gamble's what will be now known infamous moment late in that second half, first half, I should say, Gamble's been good. Jackson Hastings has been solid. Nothing flashy yet as well.
Yeah. I'm just, you basically took the words right out of my mouth there, Bob and Joe. Both in sync, nothing too bad. You know what I mean? It's been off standard, and I'm sure again things that they work on, but can't complain there from those two halves there. Mate,
let's talk about the flashpoint. Approximately 20 minutes into the first half, Kalen Ponga received a kick from Jamal Fogarty, who booted. He hit it beautifully, Jamal Fogarty. And Kalen Ponga took it on his own 15, and he ran screaming into the Raiders' defensive line. I can't remember who he bumped off, but it was two Raiders defenders, and he broke free, made about 40 meters, and he ran past Tyson Frizzell. Keep that in mind. Pass left on the inside to Tyson Gamble, who scored a try under the sticks. In my opinion, on first glance, it should have been a try. Upon review, Danny Levi was screaming towards Kalen Ponga. He probably could have gotten there, but Tyson Frizzell stood like a statue, and Danny Levi ran straight into him. And the bunker deemed it as a no try. Danny Levi, to me personally, in my opinion, I haven't seen the replays again, but Danny Levi, to me, had enough wiggle room to go left or right of Tyson Frizzell. It wasn't like he turned instantly and Frizzell was in his face. Danny Levi turned, and there must have been 10 meters, maybe a little bit less than, but there was enough time and room for Danny Levi to decide to go the left or the right of Tyson Frizzell. I know it's very quick to make that decision, but I think Ponga didn't make an effort to run next to Tyson Frizzell to try and use him as a blocker. And I don't think Tyson Frizzell moved almost at all. I think Tyson Frizzell maintained his spot. Where is he supposed to go? What is anybody supposed to do then? So to me personally, man, that no try, it should have been a try. What's your opinion, mate?
Yeah, look, I agree with you there, Bob and Joe. I firmly believe that Danny Levi, his eyes lit up as soon as he saw Tyson Frizzell, because obviously we know how the rules sort of interpret when that sort of happens, that event. I really think that the NRL should take a hard look at situations like that and sort of mitigate how they can sort of change that around, if you will. Again, the question is, Ponga, again, long-range try, everything's happening at fast pace. He's not thinking about this or that, nor is Tyson Frizzell. You mentioned Tyson Frizzell. He was standing his spot there. What is he supposed to do? In my opinion, Danny Levi, he just played to it. And unfortunately, the ref as well, in accordance to the rules, did what is supposed to happen, I guess. But Waldman-Joe, ultimately, it's a try, that we won't get to see, unfortunately. But on top of that as well, I just think the NRL should definitely work on that, because that's just rubbish, in my opinion, there, Waldman-Joe.
Well, rubbish, he says, rubbish. I'd certainly disagree with it. But in that same play, as it was revealed 2 minutes later, Ponga passes it, and he got bumped by Rapana, which was legal, as he was just trying to make a tackle. Ponga spun with his back turned because of the hit, and then Hudson Young came in with the raised forearm elbow and clocked Ponga in the jaw and then went straight to the sin bin. I think that was sin bin worthy. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I agree. It's sin bin worthy, and I think it also creeps on the territory of a few games missed worthy as well, if you will, there, Bob Mitchell.
Yo, true. I mean, I don't know what Hudson Young's prize would be like. I think he might miss a game for that. I think he would have a couple of prizes, to be honest with you. So the coverage is back on. So what do we reckon is going to happen in this second half? Hold the ball. The Raiders' completion rate is superior. It is superior to the Newcastle Knights, but they're evenly matched. But they're just doing things good, but in opposite sort of ways. But Newcastle Knights are doing one thing well. The Raiders aren't doing that same thing well. But then on the other side of the coin, there are things that this is going to go down to the wire. It's going to be another thriller between the Raiders and the Knights. And already credit must be given to Ricky Stewart. And a lot of doubters must be sitting there going, oh my goodness, the Raiders are doing it again, sort of thing. So I'm going to stick with the tip of Newcastle. I have to stick with the tip of Newcastle, but holy moly, Raiders, mate.
Yeah, look, I agree as well. I'm still sticking with my tip here with the Newcastle Knights, but in saying that Raiders ambush, you just can never really throw them out, can you?
No.
As we sort of commence here for the second half, and I'm ready.
All righty, mate. You take it away.
No worries. Here we go. Ponga kicks things off. And the Raiders here with the ball, and to collect it is Sauro with a big barnstorming run. And he's going to eat off a few meters there for the ball. Levi now going up right here off to Smithies. And again, Smithies going to do what he does best. He's been very impressive, in my opinion, anyway, early. Second tackle set here, off to Mariota. And again, he's going to cut it forward, but gets dragged back just a little bit there. Third tackle set now. Levi looking around, about 20 meters out from the halfway line here. Off to Smithies, off to Sauro now. And again, Sauro's been very, very impactful, as Bob and Jordan mentioned. And our Levi there with the ball off to Rapana, looking around. And he just takes the tackle there, and he makes up about 8 odd meters there, about 5 meters, about 2 meters out from the halfway line here. Bit of a tangle. Off to Vogarty, and he just bombs it up.
Mazu takes it inside his own 10, and he makes a good 10-meter carry there, met by 3 Raiders defenders. On the far left edge now for the Newcastle Knights, they're running left to right of the TV, and Dane Gagai now with a good 5-meter carry approaching the 30-meter line now. It is Jack Cogger waiting, and he passes left, finds Bradman Best, and he just cuts it up a good 10-meter carry there from Bradman Best. Cogger passes right in field. Daniel Saifidi stopped just short of the halfway line. Kai Pearce-Paul now is out there on the paddock. Phoenix Crossland passes right. Jack Hetherington spins but takes the tackle. And just a straightforward set here from Newcastle, mate.
Here we go, collected here by Rapana. And again, he's going to look around. He takes the tackle here. And the Raiders with the ball through Ethan Strange. Off to Hop White there. And again, Hop White is just going to cut up forward. But he gets muscled back there by an aggressive wall there of the red and blue defense there from the Knights here. And again, Ethan Strange tries to, I suppose, make up for what was lost. But he too gets dragged. Third tackle set here. And the Raiders haven't made much at all. Hop White there again looking to redeem himself. He does a bit of a better job this time around there. And about 20 odd meters from the halfway line here. Scoop pick up here by Savage. Savage here gets tackled nicely, collected about 20 meters out here from the halfway line here. Fifth and last, the
And
big punt here from Fogarty.
it goes straight down the throat of Ponga, and he approaches just short of the 40-meter line on the left edge of McDonald Jones Stadium. Hastings passes right and finds Greg Marzu, and he's able to make about an 8-meter carry. Oh, it's been stripped by the Canberra Raiders, but it was definitely a penalty. Definitely a penalty. And now the Newcastle Knights have a great opportunity to hit the lead early on in the second half, man. Just straightforward stuff from both teams. I can't really report too much else, unfortunately. But yes, that was definitely a penalty. Newcastle Knights, and they'll start their fresh set of 6 inside the Canberra Raiders 30 metres. And it's Kai Pearce-Paul now with his first carry in the NRL. And he's met by Pasami Solo and Zach Hosking and Adam Oriota. Cogger finds Daniel Saifidi from right of the ruck, and Daniel Saifidi pushes back Pasami Solo and Morgan Smithies. Good carry there. They're now only 5 meters away from the try line. Pass goes right, Hastings, and he just takes the hit up. There was shape out to the right, but he just takes the hit up. He copped the forearm to the face as well just then. Hastings plays the ball. Cogger passes right, Frizzell, and he just stops and just takes the hit up, and that's it. It's third tackle. They're a little bit right of the goalposts. Frizzell plays the ball. Cogger, long pass to Hastings, short ball to Kai Pearce-Paul, who then offloads to Ponga, and there's been an error from the Newcastle Knights. It was a bit of a clunky set to start the second half. Wobble and jaw. I mean, hold the ball. I'm sorry.
No worries there, hold the ball. No. Okay. So what's happened is, again, the Knights were shaping up well there, but I think just a bit of a spill there from Ponga, but it looked very promising. However, in saying that, though, good muscling defense shown there by the Raiders. As you touched on before, both teams just doing the basics early here in the second half there, Wob and Joe. And again, I think it's about looking at who's going to break. And despite the Knights, they're getting some favorable position, unfortunately, the troubles of the first half seem to be there just a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. As Fogarty feeds the scrum in now. Here we go. And a big ball here. Oh, my goodness. Savage just about drops the pill there, Wob and Draw. First tackle set here with the Raiders. Levi looking out left. Off to Hudson Young. Young runs inward, though. Runs inwards, and he gets a few yards there. About 8-odd meters on that run there. Levi looking around left, right, center. Goes up wide here to Solo. Solo, they have the bigger locks. And he's going to run straight into, it looks like Daniel Saifiti, or Jacob. And he gets dragged back there. I think that's Daniel there. And Levi there with the ball off to, again, Smithies. And Smithies, no stranger to contact. Fourth tackle set here. Levi with the ball. Goes out right here to Hoskin. Ooh. There could be a debate that could have been high. And it is there. And it is a high tackle there. Accidental, but there you go. The Raiders.
This will be interesting, man. The Raiders, they have looked. The Raiders have looked better in red zone attack, man. This is going to be interesting to see how the Newcastle Knights defend. The kicking game from Fogarty has been super solid for Canberra. So, sorry, mate, take it away.
No, you're right. And I think that's probably been the big sort of impact as well is the kicking, particularly from the Raiders too. As, again, no surprises, Team Walker runs over about half the players there. Inside ball there off to Solo. And again, Solo pumping forward here. The Raiders now 30 meters. Second tackle set here. Levi darts off from dummy half, off to Rapana, draws it in, and he passes off to Hoskin. And again, Hoskin is tackled there. Hosking, apologies. Darts off here from Rapana with a one-arm fend on a Hastings, but it gets dragged down for his voice. Fourth tackle set here again. Bit of a big ball here in the spill, but collected. Mariota there to collect things, and he carts it up forward. Fifth tackle set here. How do Knights respond? And it's a penalty. Looks like there was a play at the ball there from the Knights. What did the Raiders do there? Here we go. Back to business, they say. Smithies with the ball. Off to Solo. Solo again. Just a relentless hammer there, Solo. I'll tell you what. He's full of energy. Levi here off dummy half, and he scoops and he scores. Just like that. I don't want to say this. I don't mean this in an offensive way, but just too easy. Too easy there for the Raiders. Wow. Wob draw.
Hold the ball. I was just thinking to myself, there's one person you and I didn't touch on. in that halftime chat. It was Danny Levi. Danny Levi's had a bit of a game tonight, in my opinion, mate. I wish we talked about him just then, but you're right. Jack Hetherington and Daniel Saifidi just opening up the doors for Danny Levi. They're going to go up by 8 points here, the Canberra Raiders. Oh man, the smile on Ricky Stewart's face in the press conference if they get up and win this game is going to be bigger than a friggin' split watermelon. It's going to be friggin' huge. Hold the ball. Man, Newcastle, they showed to me, in my opinion, against the Melbourne Storm in that preseason challenge that defensively they might be a little bit off, man. And that's graphic how sort of, as you said, soft that was, mate.
No, you're right. You're actually right. That's right. Thinking about that game. Yeah, you're right. The defense just hasn't been there. Nor is the offense, really. Again, early days yet. We'll see how the Knights respond. But yeah, again, a good run there, good try there. Everyone in sync. But yeah, the Knights look a little bit off anyway. Just to begin the second. Danny Levi,
Just quickly,
good try there.
Just quickly. Hey, Mum, can I get a go Raiders?
I'll go Raiders!
All righty, very good, very good. Mum's absolutely going berserk here. She's just cracked a pane of glass. All righty, take it away, mate. Newcastle Knights are about to kick off.
And here we go again. The Raiders to receive off to Solo again. Well done, John. I think I'll never get tired of this guy running the ball. He's been relentless. And he runs in again. Levi with the ball. Off to Tarpin now. Just speaking of relentless players, here we go. Second tackle set here. Levi looking around, pointing fingers. What's happening? Off to Hosking. Hosking goes to cut. He's just going to cut up forward there. A modest 5 meters in that exchange. Third tackle set here. Off to Smithies, and again Smithies. Another good usual carry for him. What the Raiders going to do off here from Levi. Rapana trying to dart inwards. He tries to step in but gets tackled there. About 5 meters out from the halfway line here. And Fogarty just gives it a big bomb away. Here we go.
And Mazu takes it on his own 10-meter line. He arcs his run and he gets up to the 20-meter line midfield, a meter or so just beyond it. Ponga waits a dummy half. Passes right infield to Dane Gagai, who's set upon. Oh, man. And it looks like Tawala's done a hammy. Looks like Tawala's got an ice pack on him. And who have we got here? That looks like Dylan Lucas potentially. Up over the 30-meter line. Still midfield. Cogger passes left infield to Jack Hetherington. He's set upon by the Canberra Raiders, who have got a new lease on life. He's offloaded. Is it play on? It is play on. Ponga, broken field. He steps off his right foot, but he's taken there nicely by Zach Hosking. Fourth tackle, 40-meter line. Jack Cogger, left. Hastings, short ball to Kai Pearce-Paul. Kai Pearce-Paul, thought about the offload, but held it. Kai Pearce-Paul plays the ball. Cogger, Hastings goes up, hold the ball. What happens?
Good pressure here from the Raiders. Boom. Oh, collected there by Rapana. Big hit there from Brazil as well. And again, Hudson Young scoops it off, but he gets tackled well there by the Knights. Bradman Best as well as Tyson Brazil. Hosking Akin dummy half off to Gotrich. And Gotrich is going to arc his run. And a good bit of a wrestling slam there from Hetherington. Danny Levi goes up left there. Off to Hopwate looking around. But again, it looks like they're swarming on him, the Knights. Raiders here with the ball. Fourth tackle set here. And now they're running in here through Tarpin there. And about 15 odd meters away from the halfway line here. Fifth and last as well. Not much meters made in this exchange here for the Raiders. And again, Fogarty of a big punt downward. Here we go.
And standing underneath it is Kalen Ponga. Takes it on his own 10-meter line. And he gets up over the 20. Arcs his run. Oh, he makes a good 20-meter run, actually. And he's trying to get up. He's on the far left edge of the stadium. Hastings passes right infield to Mazu. And he makes about a 10-meter carry, actually, to the 40-meter line. Plays the ball right to Cogger. But Cogger to Bradman Best. He makes about an 8-meter gain. 5 short of the halfway line. Third tackle, center field. Knights running left to right. Crossland, Gamble, deep was Dane Gagai, but there's enough space for him to threaten to break through. And Cog is there at dummy half. He feigns to go right, but he passes infield to Crossland. Crossland puts in the grubber kick on the fourth tackle. Kai Pearce-Paul puts massive pressure on Jordan Rapana. There's been a spill. No, there hasn't. And Rapana is starting to cramp up as well. But he'll be right. He'll be right. Oh, man, they're focusing their attack They're focusing their attack, aren't they, around Kai Pearce-Paul in the second half of the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, from what I've seen, he looks pretty good. I don't mind it. You can see glimpses there. Anyway, Hopewati, they cast the ball up again. About 5 odd meters there. Again, Levi barking orders. And we have here Savage trying to step his way through, but it gets tackled there about good on 8 meters made in that run. Levi goes out here and again, speaking of big boppers, Papa Lee, big Papa there with the ball in hand, Bob Manjoa. And again, he makes about 10 odd meters there. Fifth and last, though, for the Raiders. They've been missing a bit of that run meters, but here we go anyway. Bit of an eyes up play there from Fogarty. And it bounces and he kicks it. Kotrich, here we go, Ponga.
And Ponga takes it. That was good for the Raiders there. Here's Dane Gagai now. Just a 6 meter carry there for Dane Gagai. Second tackle on the left edge for McDonald Jones. Off McDonald. Oh, well, forget what I was about to say then because it's a friggin' penalty. Alrighty. Fogarty could have gotten a better kick away just then. And I thought to myself just for a split second then that this might come back and haunt the Raiders. Well, they got lucky, but unfortunately a penalty has been given away. Alrighty. So the Newcastle Knights now, they start a fresh set of 6 inside the Raiders territory just. And Kai Pearce-Paul, you said the words immediate impact about Pasami Solo. Kai Pearce-Paul, man, has hit the ground running in the NRL to start the second half, man, in his debut. Jacob Saifidi is back out on the paddock now for the Newcastle Knights. Play the ball. Cogger goes out right. They're 20 metres out here. Ponga passes to Frizzell, and he's just going to succumb to the tackle. Third tackle now on the right edge of the paddock. They're 15 metres out. Cogger cut out pass to Crossland. Short pop-off ball to Saifidi. They're 10 metres out. Fourth tackle, left of the goalpost now. Cogger, left. Hastings out the... No, feign to go out the back, but Kai Pearce-Paul takes it. Offloads to Hastings. Passes back infield to Saifidi. They're still 10 metres out there. Cogger waits. He passes right. Crossland. Hastings. Gamble. And he holds it, breaks the tackle, offloads it off the deck. That's play on. No one was on him. Cogger's got the ball on last tackle. It's play on still. Hastings needs to offload past it, and he doesn't. No, it's a fresh set of 6 because it was played at. Fresh set of 6 here for the Newcastle Knights. Cogger passes right. Crossland just puts Daniel Saifidi back under. Oh, he tried to offload. Thought he may have bobbled it into a Raider. Cogger finds Crossland, and everybody else was way too deep, so he just takes the hit up. Right underneath the goalpost, 5 metres out. Cogger waits. He passes left. Hastings. Huge cutout pass. I don't think it was intended for Brabham Best, but Ponga took it anyway. Best hits the deck heavily. And scoot out a dummy half from Greg Marzu. Oh, we're going to go up to the video referee. There's a chance he got some chalk, but he's sent it up as a no try, Todd Smith. But there's a chance he's got some chalk.
Yeah, it looks like a really good carry there from Marzu as we see the replay here. Very close. Bars his way through as well.
Short.
I think he was just short, in my opinion.
Well, everybody that had Marzu as an anytime try scorer nearly did a backflip just then. But he's going to be stopped just short. And it's going to be... Is it going to be a handover or is it a play? No, it's going to be last tackle here. Last tackle. Cogger finds Hastings. He finds then Gamble. And on the run, Dane Gagai with a bit of momentum. And he's just going to succumb. That was a poor end to the set, unfortunately.
Gagai fought. Yeah, okay. Miscommunication there, I reckon. And Hopati there with the ball. But I'll tell you what, they've got to give credit there to the Raiders' defense. Oh, no, Levi's off. No, that's not good at all there. The Raiders did not need that at all. Here we go. Second tackle set here. And we have Starling there, Tom Starling, off from the bench here. And Tarpany gets tackled. Third tackle set here. Now the Raiders with the ball. They'll do well to try and inject themselves and get a few more meters or try and play a bit of second phase footy, but nothing has happened just yet, especially after that try there. Papali there with the ball, and he gets well tackled there. About 5 minutes out here from the halfway line here, and Fogarty's just going to bomb it downfield. We've got chasers there. What's going to happen?
And Mazu takes it. Oh, and a good stop there by young man Ethan Strange. Good stop. And credit to Mazu, man. He hasn't dropped a bomb all night. Ponga passes infield to Dane Gagai now. He's only able to make 5 meters. I don't know if the Knights are going to do this, eh? I mean, the comeback surely can still happen. There's 22 minutes remaining, but I don't know about the Newcastle Knights at the moment. Bradman Best now, just short of the 40-minute line, will play the ball. Finds Daniel Saifidi right of the ruck. And it's going to be fourth tackle right on halfway, center field through Daniel Saifidi. Cogger passes right. Gamble, fourth tackle, puts in the early kick. It's going to drop down on the 20-meter line, and Jordan Rapiner takes it.
There we go. Safe hands there from Rapiner. And we have Ethan Strange there off to Savage. Savage looking to attract the few defenders. Gets tackled there. Second tackle set here now. The Raiders again. I urge him to play a bit of second phase footy as we see Kotric again taking the ball up there. Third tackle set from the Serbian Australian. And off here is Tom Starling. And borrowing his way through there is Albert Hopate. And again, about 5 minutes out from the halfway line here. Papali with the ball in hand. And this is probably the best amount of ground they've made actually in the last 10 minutes, the Canberra Raiders, ironically. And Fogarty here with the ball, and he's just going to pounce it, and he kicks it all the way up. Here we go, Ponga.
And Ponga does take it, and he just glides down to the turf. Raiders are making more meters, you're right, man. Raiders are definitely making more meters over the past 5 meters as the game does wear on, and that's good defense there from Hudson Young to stop Dane Gagai. It is a little bit basic at the moment for the Newcastle Knights. They need to go up a gear. Dylan Lucas now takes the hit up, and Cogger passes left, infield to Jacob Saifidi. They're up to the 40-meter line, and plus the Raiders' defense is getting a lot more sterner as well. Hastings now, short ball to Kai Pearce-Paul, and he gets up over the halfway line. Last tackle now. Need a massive, massive kick here from Hastings. Good pressure, though. I think that might have been from Tom Starling.
Here we go.
Oh!
And up and up. Oh, absolutely gets absolutely folded by Elliott then Bradman Best. And again, Kotric there with the ball in hand. He's going to try and run his way through, and he does somewhat what he's collected. Second tackle set here. Raiders going out wide here to Strange. Off to Hopwate. And again, good one-on-one tackle there by his opposite. Dylan Lucas there, not his opposite, sorry. And Savage there with the ball, and he's going to cut up forward. Good run there by Savage. Steals about 10 odd meters, I reckon, in that carry. And again, we've got Tom Starling off to, is that Smithies there? Smithies been a bit quiet in the last 5 minutes there, Smithies, but he's there with the ball in hand. He's just come up from the bench as well. Fogarty there again, just punts it down the road there, Wobbenjaw.
Awesome. It was a good kick from Jamal Fogarty. Oh, they're going to drive the Knights into their dead ball zone. Oh, it's going to be a goal line dropout. It was a great kick from Jamal Fogarty. It came down on the turf about 10, 20 meters out. Ponga and Mazu were just lack of communication. Oh, bugger, I gave Mazu a bit of a rap just a minute ago about securing the bombs, but lack of communication. I thought Ponga should have got onto that, but oh man, alrighty. Hold the ball, bro. What a moment in the game.
Well, I think Mazu sort of saw Tom Starling there, and his eyes lit up. He thought it'd be an easy target, didn't he? And all of a sudden, he gets stopped in his tracks, and then lo and behold, Papali and the troops come there and they drag him back. So again, yeah, miscommunication, but at the same time as well, just good physical dominance present there from the Canberra Raiders. But I could see Tom Starling there showing everyone that little guys can still, small guys can absolutely whack and hammer the big blokes as well. So fair effort there from the little fella.
Hold the ball. Knights. I'll start that again. Hold the ball. Raiders look so confident physically. They don't look like cracking or allowing cracking, having the Newcastle Knights to crack them.
I don't want to say too much here, but I'm a little bit worried for the Knights. That's all I'll say. And Savage collects that ball there. And now the Raiders, 10 meters out. What's going to happen? Up and up. Off to Starling. Starling off to Smithies. And again, Smithies is going to just carve out forward there. 10 meters again. Starling off to Fogarty, going out right here. Big ball here off to Papali. Papali grimacing there in that tackle. I hope he's okay. He's right as the big fella. Going out left this time here. Starling off to Smithies. Smithies off to Fogarty. Fogarty off to Strange. What's he going to do? Tries to step. He does step. But again, good tackle there by the red and blue wall there. Fourth tackle set here. They haven't really moved much at all, the Raiders. Smithies there, inside ball off to Tarpin there, looking to give the team a bit of go forward. But again, just lack of second phase footy, I think, has probably been the deciding factor here. Fifth and last, off to Hudson Young. A bit of a chip kick. Ponga collects it safely there.
Oh, and Ponga gets into the field of play, plays the ball. Bradman Best finds Dylan Lucas, set upon very, very quickly by the green machine. Dane Gagai now, he's been great for Newcastle tonight, man. He's able to get up to the 10-meter line, play the ball. Cogger left to Bradman Best. Bradman Best, he's met heavily by Tarpany. Just short of the 20-meter line. It's fourth tackle, center field. Here is Greg Marzu, a 5-meter carry. There was only about a 25, 30-meter set there for the Newcastle Knights. Jackson Hastings drives it downfield.
I'll tell you what, I think the Knights, they need more from their halves now, especially now. Look at the time there, Wobman. Godrich there with the ball. Pass there by Rapana. And he's going to take the safest option there, just takes the tackle. First tackle set here for the Raiders. And about, here we go through the hands of Timoko. About 50 meters out from the halfway line here, other Canberra Raiders looking around here with Levi. And I think Levi, I'm not sure what happened there. So I think it was a hamstring of some sort, looked like it anyway. As again, 5 meters up from the halfway line here. Starling off to Fogarty. Fogarty off to Hosking. Hosking off to Kotric. And again, lost the carry and takes about 10 odd meters here. Now the Raiders are about 40 meters out from their try line here. Starling looks around, darts around to the hooker and just borrows his way through. Good to see there. Fifth and last there. About 30 meters out. What's Fogarty going to do? Fogarty opts for a big bomb. Here we go. Oh! This is the last thing the Knights wanted to happen or see. Gee whiz, Waldman Joy, you spoke of ambush. You spoke of that little gut feeling there, and I think you're right. Geez, the Knights look like they're in all sorts there, Wobblin' Jaw. Oh, wow. Wow. Beautiful try there from Xavier Savage, don't get me wrong. But gee was... Oh.
Well, it's the Canberra Raiders that are leading the tries from kicks.
Yeah. Wobblin' Jaw, what are your thoughts, brother?
Dude, they look so physically confident at the moment, the Canberra Raiders. The Knights, they like, I don't know, man. The Knights need to, Oh no, it looks like there's been a busted nose here for Dylan Lucas, and maybe a popped out collarbone for the poor bugger. This is, look, man, it's not surprising the Raiders are doing this, but it still doesn't take away the shock factor. This is everyone has them in their bottom four. I've got them in at 14th. They were so impressive in that preseason challenge. They're down their captain, Corey Horsburgh, Sebastian Chris. Hold the ball. Underestimate the Raiders at your own risk.
Yeah, look, Wobbin Jaw, I cannot disagree there. They've shown a little heart and effort and guts. And again, some of those big names you mentioned there, Wobbin Jaw, I didn't expect this. Not like this anyway. And you know what, Wobbin Jaw, I reckon they've even got another try in them at this rate, really. So
Agreed.
Alarm bells, not necessarily for the Knights, but I'll tell you what, does not look good for you guys there over at the Kestrians over there in Newcastle. And here we go, Papali. And just quickly, it's been the big boppers, Papali, Tarpiner, Smithies, those guys we spoke about in the halftime chat. They've been leading the platform again for Canberra Raiders, for the Canberra Raiders. Starting there, dummy half off to Tarpiner. Tarpiner, he's gonna do what he does best. Gets in a few defenders. He gets tackled there, as we see the coach there, Ricky Stewart. A man of few emotion. Hosking does well to that. Oh, goodness. Spins out of that tackle there. Good pressure there applied, though, but he got out. Fourth tackle set here. Off to Smithies. Smithies just off to Fogarty. Fogarty off to Hudson Young. Young, strange. Hop right there with the ball. Just skims over the halfway line there. Just tackled there. Fifth and last here. The Canberra Raiders, what are they going to do? Off to Fogarty. What's Fogarty? Fogarty just gives it a big punt and chases a plenty.
Ponga stands underneath it. And I've got to say, Ponga, he needs to get a little bit more involved in this second half. I don't think he's been as involved as what he would have liked. And Papa Le'i, alongside Morgan Smithies, drives them back inside their own 10-meter zone. Oh, man, this is exciting if you're a Raiders fan, and I've got a soft spot for him. Hastings scoots out a dummy half. It's third tackle on their own 20. Leo Thompson's back out there on the paddock. He's going to play the ball on the 30-meter line, center field. Right. Gamble. Out the back to Ponga. There he is finally. He stops, but he's set upon very quickly. Good tackle by Strange. Strange, his attack, it hasn't been quite on point, but defensively, he has been strong as they get the kick away on the last tackle, hold the ball.
There we go. There was no kick chases there as well there, Wobbin Jaw. So Rapana was allowed to virtually walk over and 20-odd meters in that carry there. Strange, Xavier Savage there, the try scorer there, the recent try scorer there for the Canberra Raiders. And Fogarty there with the ball. Going off to Kotchidis now. And we all know what he can do with the ball in hand. Just a solid winger, I think, in my opinion, anyway. Just does the small things right. And we got there the coach there looking very worried. There's Adam O'Brien. And Timoko there, as per usual. He's going to be a handful to tackle. And there you go. Backpacks and all there, Wobbin Jaw. And he's still going. And full tackle set here from Starling. And Starling's just going to run straight into his opposite there. And Smithies there, fifth and last as well. Hooking off to Fogarty. And we got some chases there with a big bomb to follow.
And Marzu does take it. Oh, was there a bit of an interference there from Jackson Hastings? Marzu, he makes about a 15-meter carry. All right, they've got a little bit of momentum here now. Bradman Best, he makes about 8 meters there. Second tackle, center field. And passes to the right-hand side. It finds Adam Elliott. He bumps off another play, but it's a good tackle there by Joe Tarpany. Oh, and he's dropped the ball. Dude, the Raiders, me mum is going off like a frog in a sock at the moment. Oh, my goodness, the Raiders hold the ball.
Unfortunately for Adam Elliott, he didn't do that there.
Hold the ball. He didn't do that. it's gone against him then,
Yep.
but I'm telling you, I got to give my mum credit, bro. All season long, she said they're winning round one. They're going to win tonight. I need to give her just desserts, man. She is going off right now, dude. And take it away, hold the ball. I'm sorry, man. Go.
No, absolutely well deserved there for sure, brother. And yeah, good tip there for sure. It was with Hudson Young, and now the Raiders. I'll tell you what, if they score one more try, that's it. Game over. Here we go. And a big carry there from Timoko. Third tackle set here. Kotzic off to Fogarty. Fogarty, first receiver onto Tapine. And Tapine offloads it off to Starling. Starling looking around. Darting is the small foot. Oh, I thought he passed it. No, he didn't. Now Fogarty off to Strange. Strange looking around, darting around. Hop what there. Pass off to Rapana. Try. Game over.
Who had the Raiders 13 plus tonight?
Wow. Well, you said it. You spoke about it. The ambush indeed.
It's 22 points to 6 in Newcastle with 10 minutes remaining, with a kick to come. Random stats guy, I want to give him a shout out. He really got the ball rolling and let everyone know that Newcastle have never won a Thursday night football game. That streak is going to continue tonight, dude. The Raiders. Oh, dude, it's not surprising they've ambushed, but it's no less shocking, and it's even more shocking at how, I don't know, man, how slow the Newcastle Knights have played tonight. Ponga has not been sighted in this second half after an impressive first half. And I'll say it again, the Canberra Raiders look so physically confident in their game. It's incredible, bro. Sorry, I'll say one more thing. I've said it all off season incoming. I've said it all off season that if the back line activates off of the meters that the forward pack can make, you watch this space on the Canberra Raiders. Well, Papali'i and Tarpany, the entire forward pack for the Raiders, have now put in the claim that they're the best forward pack in the competition, just about. This is insanely good from the Canberra Raiders. Mum, calm down. Get out of here. But this is insane, man.
Look, I've got to agree. It's no kickoff. Oh, wobbling jaw. I'm speechless.
Take it away.
I'm virtually
Take it away.
speechless. Wow. Yeah, I'll try to. Here we go. The Raiders. Wow. He's 8 minutes 20 there on the clock, and I'll tell you what. I reckon they've got another one in them.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go. This is look. It's only round one, but I'll tell you what. Here we go. Timoko there with the ball, and he's just got to cut it up. My goodness, 15 or 20 odd meters. Oh my, dude, it's about 20 odd meters. I reckon just about in that run. Timoko, strong carrier of the ball, as we all know. Starling here. Now about 40 odd meters from their try line. And we have Omre Gula there again. Gula, again, he's been pivotal coming off the bench. But Rapana, opposite pass, but dummies in instead. Gets tackled there by Pierce Paul. Starling here goes out left there off to Smithy. Smithy's inside ball off to Tarpin there with that big fend, looking around to attract defenders, and he does just that. And the Canberra Raiders now looking very, very polished. Fourth tackle set here, about 25 meters out. Fogarty off to Smithy. Smithy's but he gets tackled there, looking for an offload, but he gets tackled. Fifth tackle set here. Fogarty goes inward instead, looking around, tries to arm offend. He does, looks around, and he gets tackled there. And the Raiders with the ball, the Knights, sorry, with the ball. Oh, just not looking good there, Bob and Joel.
And you know what the Raiders now say? Come on, show us your best. Show us your best. Watch this defensive set from the Canberra Raiders, man. And just quickly as well, the stat, they're 17 from 17 in the second half, man. They are 100% in the second half for completions. That's incredibly impressive for a round one effort. Leo Thompson. Oh, it's a drop ball. Take it away. Hold the ball.
There's just nothing going right there over in Newcastle. As Smith there calls for the restart. Apologies. Things are falling. Things are happening. It's all happening here. And the Raiders there with the ball. 5 meters out here. Starling goes up left there. Off to Smithies. Smithies tries to borrow his way through. Attempted 1-1 strip, and it's successful there by Adam Elliott. They're wobbling jaw.
All right. Well, Knights, they've got to go 90 meters. Ponga takes the first hit up. He clutches his head. He only makes a meter or two. Plays the ball center field. Oof. That's Leo Thompson. He gets up over the 10-meter line. That was a good carry from the young man. Plays the ball. Cogger goes out left. Hastings decides to just take the hit up himself, looking for the offload. Can't get it away. A couple of meters short of the 30-meter line. Passes right to Kai Pearce-Paul. Kai Pearce-Paul arcs his run. Not a bad carry. Not a bad carry at all. He looked threatening, but no one wanted to run off of him, man. He plays the ball. Tyson Gamble puts in a chip kick, goes down, and it's taken there by Rapana, but it's going to be a penalty to the Newcastle Knights. Look, man, 16 points in 5 minutes. The Cowboys did something similar in 2022. It's not outside of, they've got to score in the next minute. It's going to be a captain's challenge, though, for the Canberra Raiders. And if the scoreline remains here, hold the ball, the Canberra Raiders, after tonight, even though I know there's 4 games remaining left in the round, they're going to be on top of the ladder after this game if the scoreline remains the same.
Yeah, it's been a fair effort from them tonight, but yeah, look, as for the Knights, well, I know you brought up their stat there about the possibility of them coming back, but what they've been showing me so far, I just don't think they can. I just don't think they're in it. They're see what the Raiders can do defensively.
Adam Elliott takes the hit up, play the ball, 25 meters out. Cogger goes left, finds Crossland, out the back to Hastings, finds Ponga. Here's Bradman Best now, but he's set upon there by 4 Raiders and driven back about 5 or so meters. Hastings now waiting for a pass. Bradman Best gets up limping. Hopefully it's just cramp. Hastings receives. He just pops it off to Leo Thompson. He drives forward about 5 meters. They're 15 meters out here. It's third tackle. Center field. Cogger goes left. Hastings finds Gagai, who's playing like Kalen Ponga on the runaround play. Why isn't Ponga getting it? Disregard now. It's a 6 again. Play the ball. Cogger finds Hastings. Crossland now puts Daniel Saifidi back under. Tackle number 1, 2. And Cogger goes left. Hastings. Step. Oh, dummy stops and scores the try. He should have just held on to that ball after he scored the try so he can give the ball to Ponga as quickly as possible so he can take the conversion as quick as humanly possible as well. But he decided to throw it into the belly of a Raiders supporter. Come on, man. You're a co-captain, or you were a co-captain, weren't you? Oh, but time stopped. Well, there you go. True. Conversion taken. It's 22 points to 12 with 3.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, look, a beautiful try there from Hastings. Just good footwork as well, and obviously good dummies as well to deceive a few of the defenders there. But yeah, look, we'll see what happens next for the Knights. But yeah, I'm sure the Raiders will recover from this. But yeah, good try there from Hastings nonetheless.
They got to score in this set. Like they don't score in this set, it is absolutely well and truly game over. If they do, they got a chance. And McDonald Jones Stadium is looking a little bit empty. Well, not empty, but there's certainly some spare seats all of a sudden in Newcastle, man. We're just waiting for resumption of play. People are already making there are people walking out of the stadium now. I sort of can't blame them because the Knights, they didn't walk out of the sheds in that second half. They've stayed inside. Alrighty, so it's taken there by Gamble, and in comes Jacob Saifidi. They've got to score in this set or it's game over. Cogger passes left, finds Gagai. He was the sweeping man and not Ponga. I don't in the play before in the set before. I don't get that. Hastings now short ball to Kaipis Paul. He nearly offloaded to Kalen Ponga. He has been impressive. This English import on debut. He has been impressive. Third tackle now. They're just short of halfway. Passes go infield. Crossland. Gamble finds Tyson Frizzell, and it's Jordan Rapiner who's playing on the wing that bumps off Tyson Frizzell. Xavier Savage leaving the paddock just before. And on fourth tackle, it's what's the call going to be here? It's a knock on Newcastle and it's game over, ladies and gents.
It's all she wrote there, Wobble Jaw. Fair hit there from Rapana on Tyson Frizzell as well, but just that lack of urgency, I think, from the Knights there has been the theme, I think, anyway, in the second half in particular. No real assertion, no real will to dominate. And again, you were left there sort of asking the question, why is Gagai doing this instead of Ponga? And I think that's probably just the best way to summarize it. So again, the offensive end there from the Knights just not clicking as the Raiders through Fogarty feed the ball. About to, there we go. And 2 minutes on the clock exactly as Hopwate again carts it forward. And I'll tell you what, Hopwate has not been bad. We spoke about the replacements, right?
Yep.
Hopwate, Hosking as well as Smithies. And I think all three of them get a pass mark for tonight there, Wob and Jaw. Second tackle set here at Upana off the Starling now, dummy half. And Mariota as well. Big carry, but he's also tackled there. 1:33 on the clock. Starling goes out right here to Fogarty. Fogarty off to Gula, and Omre Gula is going to be looking around left, right, center. And Starling here opts the pass. He doesn't. Instead, opts to sidestep his way through. Fifth tackle set here, about 20 meters out from the try line here. Raiders through Savage. What can they do? Off to Fogarty. Fogarty opts the pass instead to Hosking. Hosking looking around, goes out left this time here. Gula, he's been told and instructed to carry the ball forward. And the big fella just there. Offload off to Young, off to Hosking, back to Young, try! Just like that. And the Raiders have nailed the coffin in there.
That is a great final try.
Oh, wow. You know what? Just quickly, I tipped Manly and I tipped the Roosters, but in this game here, I just felt for sure that the Knights were going to win, and there you go. Oh man, eyes up footy there from Omri Gula as well. Something you don't usually see props do. It's not something they're known for, and beautiful play there from him, followed by Young, back to Hosting, back to Young again, Wob and Jaw. What a try. Just a nail in the coffin there for the Knights. And what a big statement made there from the Canberra Raiders.
How sweet revenge is for the Raiders. Hold the ball. Absolutely insane. And they've just sent a reminder to 90% of the NRL population that they made the top 8 the past 2 seasons Why can't this same team do it again for a third year in a row? 28 points to 12 is the full-time score. Congratulations to the Raiders. I am speechless. I'm not surprised that they ambushed him, but I'm shocked and disappointed in Newcastle and so impressed by the Knights. That's by the Raiders. It's insane.
Yeah. Look, there's not much to say there. In saying it though, all you Raiders fans, enjoy, and yeah, look, so much to talk about in that performance, I think, anyway. But wow, just congratulations, good on the Canberra Raiders.
When was the last time the Canberra Raiders had a round one Thursday night primetime football game? Never, just about. It has been 20 plus years since they've had a huge stage like this. Yes, they've played finals and grand finals in the past, 5-6 years, but that was a huge stage for the Raiders that they have not been on in 20 years, just about. What a famous win for the Canberra Raiders off the back of the Las Vegas games, the most watched games in Australia in history. I don't know what it would have been like tonight, the ratings, but that victory for the Raiders is all time. It's like the top 100, maybe even top 50 wins of all time. That's an insane victory, but it's going to come at a cost. I think Hudson Young is going to miss a week just because at the moment, I think he has some priors that he might need to serve. Xavier Savage did not finish the game. Rapana had to play on the wing. So they cop a suspension and possibly an injury due to the Canberra Raiders. And same with Danny Levi. Danny Levi had to go off hobbling for the Canberra Raiders. So it might come at a bit of a cost. And Elliot Whitehead and the other players that we've mentioned during the stream won't be available next week at all. So they're going to be a little bit less powerful next week when they host the West's Tigers next week. West Tigers fans have just done one of those ones just then, bro. And for the Newcastle Knights, man, Dylan Lucas unfortunately went off with a busted nose, and it looked like a popped out shoulder or a collarbone. I hope it's not that, but he certainly went off with a bit of a concussion and a busted nose as well. But the story the story is the Canberra Raiders came out in that second half and the Newcastle Knights didn't.
Yeah. No, yeah, it'll be that's pretty much it there. If I can just sort of go what you're saying there, Bob and Joe. Again, frantic, but yet at the same time, Raiders, they were just so clinical in the second half, especially. They wanted it more, they were hungrier. But yeah, you're right. The difference is the Knights didn't come out in the second half and the Raiders did. So yeah. Oh wow. Just read the comment there, Bob and Joe.
I'm sorry, GTT, bro. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry that they did that to you. That was a massive stage, and they did not come out in that second half. GTT is fair dinkum about kicking his own team out of the comp. He's pissed off. GTT is on the war path for this entire weekend. GTT says it's legitimate. It legitimately hurts me to see Maitland disrespected like this. He didn't call it Newcastle. He called it Maitland. Oh, man, he's bloody fired up there. And Matty Johns and Andrew Johns as well, man, would be bloody... Well, he's doing his late night show now, man. He'd be pissed off, bro, to be honest. He'd be fuming. Oh, man. You've got to hold the ball, man. I'm just trying to think about man of the matches and best on grounds. And
Savage.
look, man, my mum just said Xavier Savage. I am thinking about Jamal Fogarty and how well he controlled the game. But I think your boppers, mate, did you freaking right and did you proud.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I mean, look, look, your mum's right. You're right. Yeah, I think it was a huge collective effort on everyone's part there. And I think you even touched on it before. You talked about the Raiders getting in unison. This was even before kickoff. You actually mentioned that. And that's exactly what happened there, Walman Jaw. So good call there. But yeah, look, Papali for me, Fogarty, either one.
Yeah, Tarpany, Danny Levi was impressive. Rapana got better as the game went on, I thought. Yeah, dude, I don't know. There were just so many standout players. It's hard to give it to someone. Really, but I think that at the forefront of my mind is Jamal Fogarty, because I don't think Ethan Strange had more than one kick. I even hazard to suggest he didn't even have one kick, did Ethan Strange tonight. So Jamal Fogarty did a shit ton, excuse my French, of work tonight. But look, let's wrap that up here and now, because I think everyone in the NRL universe is shocked for words at the moment, mate. What a famous win for the Canberra Raiders. Hold the ball, man. What's the schedule like for you for the next couple of days, mate? What can people anticipate from you?
Yeah, look, just regarding the NRL, yeah, definitely a lot of that. Expect the post-game review for tomorrow night, and sort of just going along with that. But in saying that, though, Walmjaw, just what a game. What a game. I didn't see that at all. Not like that.
Nah, man. No one did. No one did. Congratulations, Raiders. And wow. Thank you very much for everybody tuning in. Thank you, Hold the Ball. Please, everyone, go and check out his channel and subscribe, and do so for the same with me if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you. Take care and adios.